Astavakra Geeta, Astavakra Geeta in English. Astavakra was a great Maharshi who has given the blessing to Janak. When your heart is attracted by something, Janak says, and Astavakra says, when your heart is attracted by something, then you are bonded. And when your heart is not attracted, then you are liberated. These are very clear-cut statements and very near to truth. These are very clear-cut statements and very near to truth. When you are looking but not looking, when you are walking but not walking, when you touch something but you are not touching, when you hear something but you don't hear, all is going on, but you are sleeping within age witness. You are sleeping within age witness, without attachment, without emotion. You never disturb. All is coming and going, but you are there, stand still, as observer in neutral position. That is called salvation. That is called salvation. That is called liberation. When I am there, when I is there, bondage is there. When I is not, then the liberation is there. Think likewise and do not desire, do not grab, do not renounce. Simple, wonderful, but very difficult. Simple, wonderful, but very difficult. It is very simple, but very hard. When I is there, then this I is making you far from God. Then this I is making you far from God. Until and unless I is present, there is a distance between you and God. There is a distance between you and God. When I know that He is only all around, when I know that He is only all around, He is all around. When I has gone, you enter the kingdom of God. When I has gone, you enter the kingdom of God. You enter in divinity, and that is all. Astavakra statements are very clear cut, but it is very difficult to understand. Here are very big delusion. Enjoy can be understand. Renounce everyone can understand, but do not desire. Do not renounce. What is this? It is a big confusion. Do not enjoy and do not renounce. Then what to do? We can always understand too, but we cannot understand oneness of divinity. It will be defined like this. It will be defined like this. Do not enjoy, do not run, do not press. Don't waste your energy in enjoyment. Don't waste your energy in enjoyment. Do not burn yourself in renouncement. There is proud of doing and ego in both. You are not supposed to do, you are not supposed to do or to be beer or to be doer. You are just supposed to be witness only. Whatever happens, you just looks on. Whatever happens, you just looks on. See whatever is happening. We will just say, oh God, as you like. We will just say, oh God, as you like. I am not different from you. I have no aim. In this situation, in this wisdom, where is pleasure, where is pain, where is bondage, and where is liberation? In this situation, in this wisdom, where is pleasure, where is pain, where is bondage, and where is liberation? All two vanished. One lie behind, one leave behind. You just become one with the whole. Who has become one with the whole is liberated. Who has become one with the whole is liberated. That is the salvation. Astavakra said, life is duality. Life is duality. Awakened one never see duality. Awakened one never see duality. Work done and work undone are duality. Duality never rests in peace. You wanted to do that is enough for bondage. You wanted to do something that is enough for bondage. You have done it or not done makes no difference. You want to do it has become the reason for bondage. You want to do it has become the reason for bondage. Man is not only concerned what he does. Man is not only concerned what he does. He concerns even what he wants to do. In both situations, he has the desire and so he becomes bonded. Astavakra asked Janak, tell me, who has stopped thinking? Tell me, who has stopped thinking? Who has got the peace from thoughts and duality? Who has got the peace from thoughts and duality? Who has destroyed his pain, grief, and sadness? If life is there, duality is there. Life is full of duality. You feel happy sometimes, you feel unhappy sometimes. When you wake up in the morning, you sleep in the night. When you wake up in the morning, you sleep in the night. When you work, you take rest, just like day after night. When you work, you take rest, just like day after night. Everything is lined up. Duality will continue. This life is running in duality. Once the duality fall, everything fall. Once the duality fall, everything fall. That is why you cannot see the God. Whatever you see is surrounded by duality. Whatever you see is surrounded by duality. Wherever duality breaks, there you will find man has become bodiless. There you will find that man has become bodiless and worldly life vanishes. Life is the same form of formless. Life is the same form of formless. Life is name. Life is same face of faceless. Life is same face of faceless. To know this, it is better to live neutral and desireless in this world. Know this by realizing yourself by your own experience, confidently, not by listening by others, not by listening by others, not by loan, not by other one knowing. When you look within, you will know that how this duality can be stopped. When you will look within, you will know that how this duality can be stopped, how these thoughts can vanish. In every one, there is one such place within where these thoughts, where these waves cannot reach. That is your center place. That is your real face. After knowing this confidently, the man sits within himself. That is called Udasan. Udasan. It means sitting within his own depth. It means sitting within his own depth. Sitting in such a way that no wave from outside reaches to you within. People think that Udasan means who are sad in life. People think that Udasan means Udasin, who are sad in life, who are depressed with life. They are Udasin. That is not Udasin, that is Udasan. Actually, meaning of Udasan is not to sit within and start to see world's play. There he becomes witness. He says, I am just observing the happening. Meditation is neither peace nor unpeace. It is the state of mind. As a witness, when you see peace rising but you are not attracted, when you see unrest rising but you are not perturbed, you look that these all are mind's play and these will be going on. I am not concerned. Nirved means where you are not concerned with any thoughts. Nirved means where you are not concerned with any thoughts. Waves are not reaching to you within. Waves are not reaching to you within. All kind of knowledge, all kind of waves are there in scriptures and Vedas. All kind of knowledge, all kind of waves are there in the scriptures and Vedas. Nirved means where there is no waves at all. No wave arise in the mind. No waves arise from the heart. You just sit beyond both of them and become onlooker. And become onlooker. You just become the witness. You are not concerned of any kind of waves. You are not concerned of any kind of waves. Emotional waves rises in heart and mind. You are not attached with both. When you will become third over and above these two, then you will enter into Nirvana. Then you will enter into Nirvana. you will enter into udasin. You will enter into udasan. Udasan. To know this, you live in this world worthless. To know this, you live in this world worthless and neutral. Then you will understand and experience the meaning of Nirved and Udasin. Udasan. Astavakra says, oathless. Who has taken the oath, he will deceive himself because that is a pressure. Oath means very strong will. Oath means stubbornness. Oathless means who has no desire, who wants nothing, who does not want to be like this or like that. Your experience, your wisdom is your oath. Your experience, your wisdom is your oath. There is no need further. You have understood that is enough. You have understood that is enough. It is not necessary to take the permission from the society. It is not necessary to take the permission from the society. Once we know that 2 plus 2 are 4, that is sufficient. There is nothing to take oath that I will make 2 plus 2 4. Don't do it by oath. Do it by love and do it by wisdom. Do it by love and do it by wisdom. Don't do it by any kind of pressure. Do it within. It is very contradictory. Astavakra says, do not take any kind of oath. Let your knowledge and your experience become renouncement. Let your knowledge and your experience become renouncement in your life. That is enough. That is enough. Renouncement must not be brought. Renouncement must not be brought. It must come behind your experience. It must come behind your experience. Desire to live and desire to live and enjoy never ends. Desire to live and enjoy never ends. People desire to live, enjoy the things, and to acquire the knowledge. Never comes to an end. If you see this world carefully, you will not have any interest in it. If you see this world carefully, you will not have any interest in it. Who has recognized the uselessness of life, he will have no desire to live such a life. He will have no desire to live such a life. His desire will disappear. When someone lucky, when someone lucky looks life properly, then he becomes free from the desire to live, desire to enjoy, desire to know. Someone who is lucky enough will see the reality of life and he will say, I have seen all this. There is nothing in it. There is nothing in it. It is useless and waste. After experiencing this, after experiencing this, he attained peace. To see like this by his own eyes, after realizing this with his own experience, that they all are useless and worthless, he attained peace. He attained peace. He will be free from the desire for life. He will be free from desire for life, desire to enjoy or desire to get, and he attained peace. As you are certain that this world is useless, peace begets within. Peace begets start to come within. What is that time and what is that position where duality will not affect with pleasure or pain? What is that time and what is that position where duality will not affect with pleasure or pain? Just neglect them and be satisfied in whatever you have got. Then you will be happy. Astavakra is saying, who is contented with whatever he has got, who is contented with whatever he has got, whatever is available in the present, that is sufficient, then there will be no run, then there will be no desire, then there will be only peace, then there will be only peace. There are so many religions, there are so many yogis and maharishi which have their different views. There are so many yogis and maharishi which have their different views. What is the use of all this? Who will be such a fool who will not understand this small thing and get in peace? What is the use to fall in so many religions? What is the use to fall in so many religions? What is the use to hear the so many religious leaders? To whom you will hear, he will attract you. To whomever you will hear, he will attract you. Everyone has his own argument. They have dedicated many lives to create these religions. They have dedicated so many lives to create these religions. Certainly, these yogis and maharishis were very knowledgeable. A wise person never indulges in religions. A wise person never indulges in religions. And don't go for Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jainism, Buddhism. Because one thing is certain that there is no truth in religions. Otherwise, there must not be so many religions. Otherwise, there must not be so many religions. There must be one religion only. Truth is one, and one only. Look at this, and neglecting all the religions, one can get the peace. Look at this, and neglecting all the religions, one can get the peace. Your Guru is within you. Your Guru is within you. Person by neglecting everything and adopting equanimity by his own qualification, which cross the worldly river, is not a Guru himself. Person by neglecting everything and adopting equanimity by his own qualification, which cross the worldly river, is not a Guru himself. Astavakra is saying Guru is within you. If you can understand, you can find your Guru within yourself. Guru should tell his disciple that whatever he has told you, that could happen within you. It is the last duty of Guru to give the disciple the freedom from himself. It is the last duty of Guru to give the disciple the freedom from himself. This is the last work to do by Guru for his disciple, that the disciple should get rid of his teacher. It has been seen that disciples are so bounded to his Guru that they forget the actual causes to make Guru. And start to sing the song of his Guru day and night. Therefore, it is the duty of the master to get relieved the disciple from himself too. Who could not do so, he is not the real Guru. And it happens sometimes that master himself becomes your bondage. And it happens sometimes that Guru himself becomes your bondage. Whenever you will see all bad deeds are there in all creatures. Whenever you will see all bad deeds are there in all creatures, and with world immediately you will feel free and will sit within. Whenever you will realize the truth that this body, senses and bad habits are there in everyone. At the same time you will be free from all kind of bondage and you will sit within. To know this world full of desire, you leave all desires and sit within. Desires are the world. Therefore you leave all kind of desires. Desires means not only the desires for sex. Any kind of desire. Desire is only desire. Desire is only word. No desire, no word. Therefore you leave all the desire. When you will renounce the desires, it means the renouncement of world. Renouncement of desire is the renouncement of world. That is the actual thing to be understand. People are not understanding this and run away to jungle and Himalaya along with their desires. How can they be free from anything? When the desire is there within? And how can they see divinity? How can they say see divinity when desires are there with them? चाह गई चिंता गई मनवा बेपरवाह जिसको कछु न चाहिए वो ही शहंशाह After renouncing the desire, you live wherever you want to live, there is no difference. After renouncing the desire, you live wherever, you live anywhere, there is no difference. You live wherever you like, as you are. Wherever you are all right, and there is nothing to do anything. You know only one thing, that I am a witness. One thing is to be remembered always, that you are observer. The link of desire is your world. You want to be something. You want to be something. Desire to be something is the reason of slavery. Desire to be something is the reason of slavery. I am happy in whatever I am possessing. I want nothing more. Whoever knows this, he is liberated. He is free from all kind of bondage. Then you live in palace or in a small cottage, that makes no difference. That makes no difference. If desire has gone, Janak, then you live wherever you like. Astavakra says, Janak, if the desire has gone, you live wherever you like. You are free. You are liberated. Desire is your main enemy. Desire is your main enemy. Desire is your enemy. Wealth is the reason of destruction. Wealth is the reason of destruction. Reason of both is religion. Reason of both is religion. You leave all and make waste all of them. You leave the religion and neglect everything. You leave the religion also and neglect everything. Generally, every religion says to leave the desire and wealth. But look what Astavakra is saying. Look what Astavakra is saying. Astavakra is saying, leave the religion. Even Lord Sri Krishna also said in the same thing in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 66 verses, that you leave all religions and surrender to me. Sardharman paritajye mamekam sarnam varj. Aham tva sarv papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shute. You leave all religions and surrender to me. I will destroy all your sins and bless you with salvation. Desire is your main enemy. And whenever we pronounce desire, our intention goes to desire of lust and desire of sex. And all other desires disappears. Why it is so? All the scriptures of the world tells desire of sex is your enemy. All the scriptures of the world tells desires for the sex is your enemy. Whereas because of the sex power only, the world is being running, world is being created, world is being produced. And it has been written in Atma Puran that desire of sex has won the Lord Brahma. Desire of sex has defeated the Lord Shiv Shankara. Desire of sex has defeated the Lord Vishnu. No one is bachelor, all of them. No one is bachelor, all of them. All are married. Who has won the desires of sex? All has been defeated by desires of sex. All has been defeated by desire of sex. In reality, sex power is only creating the whole universe, even the birds and the beasts and all other creatures. Sex is the mainstream to run the universe. If the desire of sex is not there in the world, then the life will finish from the earth. Then the life will finish from the earth. Even though sex is enemy. Even though sex is enemy. Why? It is enemy because it never makes man satisfied. It is enemy because it never make man satisfied. It keeps the man hungry. Enemy is that who keeps you hungry, which does not allow you to be satisfied. Sex keeps man always hungry. Enjoy the sex. After few hours, you are again hungry. Sex never allows you to be satisfied. Sex never allows you to be satisfied. Therefore, sex is enemy. Even all religious people are Even all religious people are going on doing the same their whole life. Even all religious people are going on doing the same their whole life. Is not it funny enough? You want to be fully satisfied. To be satisfied, you need peace. You require salvation. You require divinity. Astavakra says you don't fall in the trap of religion. You don't fall in the trap of religion. Even to get divinity, you need not to do anything. To get divinity, you need not to do anything. You have got divinity already within you, but you are not aware of that fact. But you are not aware of that fact. Divinity is within you. It is not somewhere else or somewhere outside. Salvation is not somewhere in future. You are in salvation only, but you don't know. Salvation is to be desireless. Declaration of salvation is that you are not supposed to do anything. Declaration of salvation is that you are not supposed to do anything. You are satisfied. You want nothing more. You declare this when you like self satisfied. When you are self satisfied, the same moment you will find yourself in peace. Astavakra is saying, don't care even for the religion. To get divinity, nothing is necessary to do. That is there within you. He is not somewhere outside. He is there and now itself. He is here and now itself. To be desireless is the entry pass to divine kingdom. To be desireless is the entry pass to divine kingdom. All relations between you and your friends, brothers, sisters, wife, children, money, house is like daydreaming, which stay only for few days. Which stay only for few days. All these sceneries are vanishing like dream. When we see these looks real, but when we lose them, we become dumb and speechless. When we lose them, we become dumb and speechless. Whatever you desire, think you got it. Whatever you desire to get, think you got it. What the wonderful lines are there. Whatever you want to desire, whatever you want, you think that you got it. Whatever you want to get, you assume that you have got it already, and that ends the matter. Renouncement not required from the world or worldly affairs, but renouncement from desires is the best one. You be desireless and feel the pleasure. Where there is desire, there is worldly attraction. You don't get attracted by things. Your desire attracts you in worldly objects. Your desire attracts you in worldly objects. No desire, no world. Therefore, nothing will happen by renouncing the world. All will happen by renouncing the desire. All will happen by renouncing the desire. Even if you run to Himalaya or jungle, nothing will happen because your desire will go with you. Because your desire will go with you. And they will make a new world there. And they will make a new world, new atmosphere there. They will create a new kind of world in the jungle even. That is why Astavakra is saying, let the life reap up by self-experience. Let the life reap up by self-experience and let your experience say, then it will be easy to get peace and happiness. Only desires are binding. You and desireless position is your liberation. Desireless position is your liberation. Once you detach yourself from the worldly affairs, divinity is not far from you. Once you detach yourself from the worldly affairs, divinity is not far from you. Only desires are the main problem for bondage and slavery. Until you desire something, you are the slave of your desire. Until you desire something, you are the slave of your desire. Even if you desire salvation or even if you desire God, you will find that you are still in the same old web. You are still the slave of your desire. When you become free from all kind of desires, then only you will be able to say that you are liberated. A liberation cannot be gained by desiring. Liberation is getting rid of desires. However religious, however best, there must not be any desires within. Whatever is available is okay. When the desires are dropped, world is dropped. When the desires are dropped, world is dropped. When you will be desireless, immediately you will feel liberated, and it will be happen to you time and again. It will be happen to you time and again. Just by the detachment from the world, just by the detachment of the world, you will feel the satisfaction within the soul. Just by the detachment from the world, you will feel the satisfaction within the soul. You will sit within the soul, and soul is always in peace. Soul never wanders here and there. It is your desire which wanders here and there. Even after the death of your body, soul is always inactive and peaceful. It is your desire which wanders here and there even after death. No one can make it restless. That can never happen. It is your desire which is restless, not soul. Whenever someone dies, Brahmans say that his soul will be wandering here and there in search of salvation until and unless he performs the rituals. Some other says that is his last desire is not fulfilled, therefore the soul is wandering here and there. How foolishness! There is no connection between your desire. There is no connection between your desire and the soul. Soul never desire anything. You have neglected the voice of your soul the whole life and done everything according to your desire. And done everything according to your desire. How can soul be restless? She is never restless, even in living position when you were going on neglecting her voice whole life. When you were going on neglecting her voice the whole life, she was not restless even then. How she will be restless now? You are in delusion that soul wanders here and there in search of peace after the death of your body. Soul is always in peace, whether you hear her voice or not. Soul is never disturbed. It is your desire which wanders here and there and everywhere. Actually, that also not wanders. Your Pandit and Brahman makes you to believe all this. Your Pandit and Brahman makes you to believe all this. They make you fool for their bread and butter. They make you fool for their bread and butter. How foolish we are. How foolish we are. By action you cannot get peace. By action you cannot get peace. You are pure conscious and world is untrue and lie. It is such a confusion which disappears only by knowledge. It is such a confusion which disappears only by knowledge. Future is also untrue. Future is also untrue. Even after this, do you want to know anything else? Even after this, do you want to know anything else? There is nothing to know. There are only three things here. First, consciousness. Second, this world. And third one is the delusion between the both. After knowing this, what is left to know? After knowing this, what is left to know? Son, wife, body, wealth and happiness, all destroyed of attached one, all destroyed of unattached one, all the relation destroyed in all birth. Since so many births you are living in the same attachment. Every time you make the relations with all worldly things, this is mine, that is mine, and one day death come and all relations break out. Everything scatters. In every birth, these are destroyed. Hey Janak, this kingdom, son, wife, body, and happiness, all these are the reason of your bondage. All these are the reason of your restlessness in every birth. All these relations are destroyed by death of your body. See what the poet says. See what the poet says. Mother, father, brother, sister, son, daughter, wife, friend, society. एक छोटी सी जान और इतने फरेब एक छोटी सी जान और इतने फरेब one so small life and so many delusions. You have earned lot of money and enjoyed. You have done a lot of good deeds in every birth, but still you could not get peace. But you could not get peace. Listen what Astavakra is saying. Listen what Astavakra is saying. You have done lot of good deeds, earned lot of money, accumulated many worldly things, but you have never got peace. But you have never got peace. You have enjoyed a lot, but there is no rest. You can get rest when you are not in action. You can get rest when you are not in action. No action means you are in peace. No action means you are in peace. You stop the doing and just become the observer. You stop the doing and just become the observer. So far you have never tasted peace, even for a moment. Now at least you wake up from doing. Now at least you wake up from doing. So you rest in peace. Meditation means witnessing. Even after doing all type of deeds, you have taken birth time and again. Even after doing all type of deeds, you have taken birth time and again, full of grief in every birth. Now at least stop somewhere. Now at least stop somewhere. Have you not done all kind of acts in all the birth? Have you not done all kind of acts in all the birth? Now stop somewhere. Sit somewhere. Where in peace and take rest. This is the best definition of meditation. This is the best definition of meditation. Just sit and keep looking on. Meditation is not done by doing. Meditation is not done by doing. Meditation means just witness. Just you become witness. Whatever is happening, just look on silently, without self-interest and attachment, and without any opposition. Neither this side nor that side. Just sit in neutral gear and observe all. You will enter into the kingdom of divinity. You will enter into the kingdom of divinity. Who knows truth certainly by his own experience. One who knows truth by his own experience, unmoved and undisturbed, realizing that being, non-being, and change are of the very nature of things. One easily finds peace. One easily finds peace. Whoever understands this confidently is peaceful. By reading or hearing, you must have known something, but that is not your experience. But that is not your experience. A person who is flawless and worryless gets the peace easily. If you don't know divinity till now, then when will you know? If you don't know divinity till now, when you will know? Astavakra says, who has known confidently means you know yourself. Hypnotize yourself confidently means who has brought in the light by his own experience, who has brought the light within by his own experience. As an image reflects in the mirror, and when you move away from the mirror, reflection disappears. Mirror is not affected. Nothing has happened to the mirror. You just saw the image in the mirror. That is not seen by the mirror. You just saw the image in the mirror. That is not seen by the mirror. Conscious is also like mirror. Whatever happen in front of the conscious, reflections are created in the mirror of consciousness. Whatever happens in front of the conscious, reflections are created in the mirror of the consciousness. The events end and reflections disappears, but mirror of consciousness remains empty as it is. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. 0 minus 0 is equal to minus 0. पूर्णमदय पूर्णमद्यम पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. 0 never increases nor decreases. Who experienced that all is going on itself by nature, and I am just observing the happenings, then all his grief disappears. Then all his grief disappears. He becomes empty. He feels body is separate from himself. He feels body is separate from himself. He is not the body. Astavakra says, you diverse the body. You are not concerned with the happiness and unhappiness. Happiness and happiness comes and goes. You are not affected and concerned. You are not affected and concerned. Then automatically you attain peace. Then automatically you attain peace. How self-realization happens. How self-realization happens. Once upon a time I was very much in grief because because my wife left me. She wanted to become a Brahma Kumari, a member of Brahma Kumari Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya. Head office is Mount Abu. According to their sect, according to their sect, wife and husband should live together like brother and sister in real life, not doing sex, not producing children. I put up the matter to my father-in-law. He has tried his best to make her understand. He has tried his best to make her daughter understand, but could not succeed. And she left her father's house also and started to live in Brahmakumari's ashram. She has become Brahmakumari 30 years back. In the meantime, I have taken care of my two sons. I got them admitted in the Siva Sivani Public School, Medsel Hostel. However, they completed their education of school and started to go college. But at that time, they become out of control, and I have diverted both of them to their mother. Till that time, she came back from Brahmakumari's ashram after some dispute and living in the city by taking a rented house, by taking a rented flat. She has diverted both of them to her brother's shop, Big Bansal, Hyderabad. All was going well. But whenever I was going to meet my sons, they were stealing the ice. They were stealing the ice from me, and you can say they were not interested to meet me. You can say they were not interested to meet me. Younger one was talking to me sometime, but elder one was not at all interested to talk to me even. This was very painful, and I was very much in grief that my sons are not in talking terms with me. I was feeling very sad and painful. One day I questioned myself, why are you in grief? Why are you in grief? It is not in your hand. What can you do? By doing, you have reached at this position. By doing only, you have reached at this position. Now, what do you want from them? This was the major question which stuck to my mind. That what you want from your sons. Then the reply came from within that I am their father. They should respect me. They should behave properly. Someone said within, Someone said within, that is not your hand. That is not in your hand. It is okay that they are your sons, but don't forget they are separate body. They have separate body and they have their own way of thinking. And they have their own of thinking. If they do not like you, how can you make them to like you? It is impossible, you can do nothing. It is impossible, you can do nothing. You can do only one thing, that you don't want anything from them. Then you don't want anything from them. Pain will go automatically. Pain will go automatically. It is the only thing that you can do. You are in pain and grief because you want something from them. You are in pain and grief because you want something from them. You don't desire anything from them. Pain will go automatically. And from that day onwards, I left the desire to get anything from my sons. I left the desire to get anything from my sons. I understood that it is their will. They want to talk to me or not. There is one saying that you can take the horse to water pond. There is one saying that you can take the horse to water pond, but you cannot make him to drink. You cannot make him to drink. When I got understood this, I become fully calm and peaceful. Now there was no pain, and there was no grief, and there was no sadness within. I was sad because I desired something. I was sad because I desired something or other from my sons, and as soon as I left that desires, I become happy and peaceful. I become happy and peaceful. Then I have written one line. Then I have written one line. देखा है हर चाह बनी, देखा है हर चाह बनी, आखिर में दुख का कारण. देखा है हर चाह बनी, आखिर में दुख का कारण. Means every desire is the reason of your pain. Means every desire in the life is the reason of your pain. You be desireless, your pain will go. After that, another thought stuck to me that I should leave all kind of desires, but reply came back very fast from the heart that how it would be possible. This is this in worldly life. It is not at all possible to live all desireless. To live desireless. But it is very true. If you want peace, you have to leave all desires. I have written one line, but I was unable to complete the second line. I remember one incident of Ghalib Sahab life. I remember one incident of Ghalib Sahab life. Once upon a time, Ghalib Sahab was sitting in his house garden with his wife. His wife was sitting and Ghalib head was in her lap. And Ghalib Sahab head was in her lap and his eyes were in the sky. Ghalib seen a crow flying in the sky and there is a grape in his mouth. And there is a grape in the crow mouth. He said his wife, Begum, Begum, see, Begum, Begum, see, कौवे के मुंह में अंगूर खुदा की कुदरत. बेगम बेगम सी, कौवे के मुंह में अंगूर खुदा की कुदरत. बेगम बेगम सी, कौवे के मुंह में अंगूर खुदा की कुदरत. Begum said, please complete the sher Ghalib Sahab. Begum said, please complete the sher Ghalib Sahab. Ghalib said again, कौवे के मुंह में अंगूर. बेगम बेगम, कौवे के मुंह में अंगूर खुदा की कुदरत. Now Begum could not keep her mouth shut. She said, तुझ जैसे लंगूर के पहलू में मुझ जैसी लहूर. तुझ जैसे लंगूर के पहलू में मुझ जैसी हूर. खुदा की कुदरत. Likewise, I was also unable to complete the sher. It has taken 1 year to complete the sher. Then I started to check all kind of desires. Then I started to check all kind of desires. You have desires for salvation. You want to do satsang. You want to sit with saints to get peace and salvation. According to our scriptures, we are supposed to get rid of traveling of life and death. According to our scriptures, we are supposed to get rid of traveling of life and death. So you have a lot of good things to desire. And I started to desire one by one all of them, and you will be surprised to know. And you will be surprised to know that up to 1 year I was going on doing this practical in life. Up to 1 year I was going on doing this practical in my life. I was desiring, I was grabbing something or other, whatever I was liking, but all in vain. At last I have seen there is no use of anything to desire. At last I have seen there is no use of anything to desire. There is pain and grief everywhere. There is pain and grief everywhere. Behind the every desire there was pain. And then I left all desire. Then I left all desire, even the desire of God, even the desire of salvation. Then the second line was being made. Then the second line was completed. देखा है हर चाह बनी, आखिर में दुख का कारण. फिर भी चाहे मोक्ष अधर, फिर भी चाहे दर्श अधर. चाहना आखिर ना छोड़ा, चाहना आखिर ना छोड़ा. And that is why in those days I focused my attention to astavakra Gita and Lord Sri Krishna Gita. After studying these two personalities, now there is nothing left to me. I become desireless. Nothing left to gain. Nothing left to know. There is nothing in the world which I have not got. Realizing I am not the body, nor is the body is mine, I am awareness. One attains the supreme state and no longer remember things done or undone. Things done or undone. Thank you. Thank you.